Yeah, just a win's a win. It got a little interesting at the end, but
Yeah.
this four in a row, and this just continues the team's progression toward the goals that you guys want to accomplish.
Yeah, I mean, you never look, when you get a win, you got to be happy with the win at the end of the day. Yeah, it got little, I hate to use the word sloppy. It wasn't necessarily sloppy. They out executed us on the two onside kicks. Kicker did a great job, and we didn't use the technique. You don't want to fall on the ball, and you want to cradle it when it spins like that. We call it a watermelon onside kick, and it spins. It doesn't roll, and you can't fall on it because it squirts out. And that's what we did. And it's funny because we practiced it because we had seen it. We just didn't execute that both times with that. So we gave him opportunities, gave him some life. I thought we got defensively maybe not as focused as the game was out of reach a little bit, and it's completion here. Next thing you know, it's a touchdown, and we had to lock back in. But at the end of the day, we made the plays we needed to make and got the win, and so I'm happy with that. And we move on to the next game.
So 324 yards rushing. Was it a matter of as the game progressed, it appeared they weren't going to be able to stop you on the ground and just continuing to do that, or was that essentially the game plan?
Well, we've been running the ball effectively. We had some big runs today. Obviously, Samari on the first play of the game on the power read was a big one. But we did a good job. Again, our guys up front, Nick and the boys, did a great job. Our tight ends, our downfield blocking, which creates some of the big plays. Um, I felt like not struggled. I mean, we were 5 for 5 in the red zone, but too many field goals. I'd like to see us score some touchdowns down there, but we just missed some throws. We just missed some opportunities. But again, our guys just keep fighting. I love them. They just keep believing. It doesn't matter what goes on. They just keep playing. And so, um, I was really proud of them. I thought we did a great job rushing the ball for sure.
Which, when it comes to the mentality of your football team, we're able to pound the rock and play
Yeah.
that physical style, and then that matriculates to what you're able to do defensively. Does that really give your team just maybe an extra boost or a step, knowing that we're going to physically be in games, so long as we don't trip ourselves up the way we did maybe earlier in the year?
Yeah. I mean, we've talked before, Joe, like, you can call it coach talk, but we won the turnover battle again. We won third downs again. Like, that's real. And when you're doing those type of things, you got a chance to win the ball game. And that's what we've been doing. We've been smart with the football. We've made good decisions. Samari's done a really good job not forcing things when he doesn't have to. Um, defenses continually gets takeaways for us, especially late in the game. We started fast on offense. That was one of the things we talked about. Let's start fast today. We held them, got the ball, and went right down and scored on the first play. I mean, it couldn't have been any faster than that, probably. So unless we were to return the opening kickoff, but we were kicking off. But I was proud of our guys there. But I just think at the end we lost a little focus. It made me nervous. I could tell you that. So, but we found a way to pull it out at the end.
Coach, were you surprised how the first quarter went, just the back and forth and things along those lines? It just seemed like both defenses were a little on their heels in that first quarter with so many points in the offense. Was that something that kind of jumped out at you a little bit? That thought maybe you were a little surprised the way that first
Yeah,
quarter was going?
yeah, a little bit, but I'll be honest. I feel like sometimes um, defensively, because we do a unique defense, teams sometimes have different plans. So when we break a team down and we watch them, they're playing more conventional defenses. So that's what you practice against, right? You practice against these type of plays. This way they're going to block it, and then they come out and play us because we're a little different. Then they're a little different, and they might have a different way they're blocking something or a different adjustment to a formation or a split. And so we just have to see that. And Coach JJ and the staff's done a good job of recognizing that and then making the appropriate adjustments. They scored like the first two times I think they had the ball, and then not till in the fourth quarter. So we did a really good job the whole rest of the game defensively in terms of getting them off the field and getting the ball to the offense.
Coach, can you talk about just the run game opening up the pass game, the two touchdown passes from Collier to Carmelo English there in the second half, and just those two nice plays the run game helped open up
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and that's what happens, right? We've talked about that before. If you're able to run the football, they start committing a lot of guys to the run, your play action game, your RPOs, your bootlegs, things of that nature, and that's what we did, right? We faked the run, and Melo's open in the back of the end zone, or we hit an RPO with them. We had it earlier in the first half, missed it. Samari just missed them, but came back to it. We hit Gilly with it. But I kind of was joking with Samari. He threw it like 200 miles an hour at him. So, but yeah, I mean, that's this kind of stuff that's going to open up, and we have to, continue to execute. And then it creates big plays when you're able to do that, because it's really hard consistently to just drive the ball down the field and score.
Coach, I know you didn't want to really talk about it on Wednesday because you still have this game to play. But now that it's over, you get to your 6th win, you're bowl eligible for the 6th consecutive year. What's it mean for this program to be in that position, to know that 6 straight years in a row they've been able to, be eligible for a bowl?
Yeah, and that's part of the standard, right? Obviously, we want to play for championships, and that's still within reach. We have to take care of business, obviously, but the next part is, trying to get to a bowl game. And like I talked on Wednesday, I'll be honest, like we really don't talk about that. We really haven't. We haven't even talked about that being a goal for ours, because for us right now, it's winning the championship as our ultimate goal, right? Our long-term goal, but our short-term goal is go 1-0 every day. Just try to be better and compete and play the game. Doesn't matter who we play. Take care of us, and if we play the way we can play, we'll like the results. And of recently, that's what we've been doing, and it's equated to victories for us.
Coach, the more you win, the more importance the next games take on, because now
Yeah.
you're playing for something. Just how excited are you and the team to know that if you win next week, you're basically guaranteed to be playing for a berth at the
Yeah.
Sun Belt Championship?
I'll be honest, I don't know. Like we went down there and I said a prayer, thanked the good Lord upstairs, and congratulated our guys, and came up here. So haven't really talked about it. I'm sure that noise technically will be out there, but it's still about us. We got to take care of business, and it's the next game. They're all going to be big. They're all go back to the first week when we lost. The next game was a really big game, so they're all big.
Last question, guys.
I just want to talk about Jermarion Wayne. Obviously, this year it looks like he's just been a phenomenal tackler on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
And today he forced 2 turnovers, a big hit, one of them, and an interception, which came with a hurdle, which shocked me.
Yeah.
But what's it like having another defender on the boundary that you can just trust in the run game and also to cover receivers?
Yeah, Jay Wayne has been awesome for us. I'm so pleased that he's here. He's a great young man, works extremely hard. He is a great tackler. He's has done a tremendous job for us at corner, but even special teams. His play on special teams has been outstanding. He's on 3 units. He's able to get down the field, like you said, tackle. He's smart. He understands the game, leverage, and he definitely brings an element that you don't usually find in corners, which is the physical play that he has. And our boundary guy has to do that. He's either on an island, or if we give him help over the top, he has to be the run fit player. And so we feel very comfortable with our ability to be able to do that because he can do that.